TV, learn and earn.
Payoneer Review Ultimate Guide. Are you a freelancer or an entrepreneur? Are you looking for a way how clients can pay you? If yes, you must watch this Payoneer review. I prepared a list of everything you need to know about Payoneer, how it works, how to open an account, what you can do with it, what bright sides and challenges you can face by using Payoneer, and much more. By the way, this will be first-hand information based on my personal experiences. So I would highly recommend staying until the end of this article, so you don't miss out on any important information. To avoid confusion, boredom, and to grasp the maximum out of this article, I have segregated the article into small patches. These sections discuss a particular aspect of Payoneer, so get to know maximum about this online payment transfer platform. You will also find frequently asked questions with their answers throughout the article. So, let's start without waiting further. What is Payoneer? Payoneer is an international payment gateway to send and receive money across borders without much hassle. If you have ever worked online and thought of doing online business, freelancing, or you just have to send or receive money that involves other countries, you should know Payoneer. The case becomes special when you are a resident of the countries where other online payment services are tight, such as PayPal, Stripe and Skrill, etc. Payoneer pros and cons. Although I will be discussing pros and cons of Payoneer throughout the article in different aspects, I find it pertinent to mention the general pros and cons of Payoneer at the start of this article so that you can have a quick idea of what you can expect with Payoneer. The pros and cons of Payoneer are huge. That is why I am listing the most important pros of Payoneer in the list form below. Pros of Payoneer. Global compatibility to send and receive payments easily. Presence in major parts of the world. Prepaid MasterCard services. Fast direct bank withdrawals within hours. Huge daily withdrawal limits. Mass payout options. Excellent mobile application to access your account. International prepaid card. Automatic payment options. Multiple currencies supported. Multiple languages supported. Cons of Payoneer. Although Payoneer is one of the most wonderful financial services in the world, it is not devoid of demerits. After all, there is always room for improvement for any product or service in the world, and have been discussing what Payoneer needs to improve throughout the article. The overall cons of Payoneer have reproduced below. Costly annual charges of MasterCard. Limited acceptance in the world as compared to PayPal. No live customer support. Customer support in weekdays and office hours only. No availability in certain countries. Longer payment deposit times of up to 5 days. How Payoneer works. So, what is Payoneer and how Payoneer works in simple words? Simply put, Payoneer is the international financial service for sending and receiving money in different currencies. You can utilize the funds available in your Payoneer account via Payoneer MasterCard, or you can also send the amount directly to your local bank. The process of sending and receiving money is simple. There are tabs made on the Payoneer website that are self-explanatory. The sender and receiver both must have accounts on Payoneer in order for the transaction to happen successfully. A brief history of Payoneer. This section deals with information on the need for a platform like Payoneer felt and how this company come into being. A history must matter to the serious users of online money transfer platforms like Payoneer because such companies are found in abundance in the international online marketplace. That is why it is important to know which company you can trust. People are worried about their hard-earned money, that is why they want to know the information like when Payoneer was built, the amount it handles on a daily, weekly, monthly, and annual basis, etc. We have gathered this information for our audience so that they can feel comfortable in choosing Payoneer as one of their trusted partners to handle their funds online. Payoneer was built back in 2005. Initially, with a cash flow of around $2 million. Payoneer's journey from 2005 to 2016 has been quite extensive, where the company grew manifolds with a number of investors and partners joining hands with Payoneer. In 2016, Payoneer partnered with internet escrow giant Armor Payments. After this partnership, Payoneer was able to open up its platform for the options of mass payouts. It became one of the pioneers in providing mass payouts services at the time when it was the need of the hour. Until 2019, Payoneer was able to partner with many international firms like Toptal, Optile, and China Broadband Capital. Since then, Payoneer has been growing with over 4 million customers, having more than 1,500 employees worldwide, with around 21 global offices scattered in different parts of the world. It supports more than 35 languages worldwide and is one of the most trusted financial companies in the world. Its headquarters based in New York, United States. Products and services of Payoneer. Now we discuss what Payoneer has to offer as its products and services to its users. The services that Payoneer provides is in detail throughout the article. It offers multiple benefits to online users, including buyers and sellers, to process international payments with much ease. Payoneer MasterCard is probably one of its best products. The case of Payoneer MasterCard also discusses in length in the coming sections of this article. Payoneer Dashboard. Once you have successfully registered with Payoneer, you will be able to sign in as a Payoneer member. Your dashboard or Payoneer homepage will look like the following. For obvious reasons, I have hidden the information like my name and my earnings, etc. The Payoneer dashboard or homepage is very simple. I appreciated this platform for not confusing the customers or users with complex designs and difficult processes to operate. In the screenshot above, you can see the options of Home, Activity, Receive, Pay, and Withdraw. These are the options you will mostly be using while tweaking with your Payoneer account. In the Activity tab, you can track your financial activities like transactions and how many payment requests have you sent. You can change currencies and add or remove your contacts in Payoneer. It is here where you can also refer a friend to earn some extra cash, $25, for free. I am talking about what I told you at the start of this article, the affiliate program of Payoneer. The next 3 tabs are pretty self-explanatory and straightforward. You can receive the payment by requesting the payment from many of the other Payoneer users. The process of requesting a payment via Payoneer is also very simple. I will explain that separately in further sections of the article. You can also pay to other Payoneer users. You just need their email IDs to transfer the amount, and you will be good to go. The detailed explanation regarding sending and receiving funds via Payoneer is covered separately in this article. So, stay in touch. How to order a Payoneer MasterCard. Payoneer is one of the best financial companies in the world which offers you a MasterCard that has your name written on it, and it can be used anywhere in the world via ATMs that allow MasterCard. There are a few pros and cons attached to using Payoneer's MasterCard. We will surely discuss those factors later, but let's jump into the section of how to order a Payoneer MasterCard. I have already ordered my Payoneer US dollar card. That's why you will see the option to order GBP card and Euro card in the screenshot below. The process to order a US dollar card is the same as ordering a MasterCard or a GBP MasterCard. Click the option of Order Card, and the window like the one below will open up. Enter your correct shipping address. And do not forget to select the right currency from the drop-down button whose card you have to order. It is possible that you had originally clicked the Order Card option from GBP card and the preset option in the next window shows a card. So, you have to pay attention to what is already selected in the drop-down options so that you do not get the wrong card. After filling up the address information, just click Order. Your card will be on its way after the formal approval that takes 2 to 4 days. Your card will take around 2 to 4 weeks to reach your shipping address. The arrival time is different for different locations in the world. It took around 22 days for my USD card to arrive in Pakistan. How to activate a Payoneer card. Once you have received your Payoneer MasterCard, you have to activate it. Otherwise, it will be of no use. Just like any other prepaid cards and credit cards, the Payoneer card has its 16-digit number too. Log in your Payoneer account and select number of your card from a drop-down button as shown in the screenshot below. After selecting your card number, click Activate. After that, a new window will appear asking you to write your 16-digit number and select a 4-digit PIN. You have to rewrite your PIN to confirm it and then click Activate. Your card will be activated. Payoneer keeps on improving its processes with time. So, you can also expect that they can change a bit of this process in the future too. Recently, Payoneer started to give its users a self-generated 4-digit PIN which they received on their registered phone numbers. You just have to memorize it or keep it saved so that you do not forget it. Forgetting your PIN will cost you money when you go for a transaction from a MasterCard ATM. Now that your card is activated, you can start using it as soon as it has funds. List of fees and exchange rates with Payoneer. In this section of the article, you will find all that you need to know about Payoneer fees, exchange rates, and payment limits, etc. To keep the flow of this important information, I have divided this section into different parts and FAQs along with their answers. What is the fee of ordering a Payoneer MasterCard? It seems to be free to order a Payoneer MasterCard to your address, but there is a catch. Payoneer charges $29.95 per year for the accounts who have Payoneer MasterCard. You can term it as a Payoneer card activation fee. It also offers another account type that has no annual charges where you will not be having a prepaid MasterCard of Payoneer. You can still get your Payoneer MasterCard even if you do not have a single penny in your Payoneer account. You can also activate that card, but it will be of no use until you deposit funds to your Payoneer account. Payoneer will smartly deduct Payoneer annual fee for the MasterCard once your account has sufficient funds. What are the minimum and maximum limits of sending or receiving funds on Payoneer? Payoneer is flexible enough with its daily, weekly, and monthly transfer limits. It takes the lead as compared to most of the leading online payment transfer channels like PayPal too. The minimum limit to asking for funds per transaction in Payoneer is $20. You cannot request payment for less than $20 with Payoneer. There are different limits as per the account types too. The maximum payout with Payoneer is from $2,000 to $5,000 depending upon the nature of the transaction. The local bank transfer amount is unlimited with Payoneer. The minimum amount that you can transfer to your local bank account is $100. Should I order the Payoneer MasterCard? You have to ask yourself this question for yourself. Do you need the Payoneer MasterCard to bear the annual cost of $29.95? It depends. If you just want to use Payoneer as a medium to send or accept payment beyond borders and you want to transfer the funds from your Payoneer account to your local bank account, then you must go for the option without ordering your Payoneer MasterCard. In that way, you'll save the annual charges of $29.95. On the contrary, if you want to withdraw funds directly from the ATMs worldwide, or you want to use the Payoneer MasterCard as a medium to make the online purchases, you should go for ordering the Payoneer MasterCard. Another benefit if having a Payoneer prepaid MasterCard is that you can get the funds lower than $100 minimum amount to be transferred to your local bank account from Payoneer. So, if you have $99 or less in your Payoneer account, you can still get them from the local ATM or use this balance to make online purchases only if you have a Payoneer MasterCard. Can you use your Payoneer MasterCard as a credit card? Payoneer MasterCard is a debit card, not a credit card. The basic difference between a credit card and a debit card is that a credit card can utilize a certain amount without even paying prior to purchasing things. You do have to pay your debts later on. With a debit card, you have to load your card with funds prior to doing the purchases. So, a Payoneer MasterCard is a debit card for sure. And yes, you can use this card to make online purchases by entering your MasterCard number and the CVV code as long as it has sufficient funds. And if the merchant from whom you are buying stuff allows the use of a debit card for a purchase to happen. I keep getting this question from a lot of people who don't have a credit card, but they have a Payoneer MasterCard. They advise to order the Payoneer MasterCard as they can make a lot of purchases online with Payoneer MasterCard. You can also receive the Amazon sales commissions in your Payoneer account if you have a Payoneer MasterCard. There are a lot of other benefits of having a Payoneer MasterCard that will surely help expand your online business and other related objectives. What to do when your Payoneer MasterCard is about to expire? Like every other debit card and MasterCard, the Payoneer card has an expiry date too. You have to be smart with the expiry date of your Payoneer MasterCard. That is because if the expiry date has elapsed and you did not order a new Payoneer card, then you may not be able to see the option of order a new card in Payoneer, especially after the month of your card's expiry date. So be careful and order a new card when your Payoneer card is about to expire soon. I cannot see the option of order a new Payoneer card. What should I do? If the expiry date of your Payoneer MasterCard is already expiring and you did not care about it, then you have to contact their customer support. You have to log into your account and contact them via the Contact Us option at the lower right side of the home page. You can try to locate the answers here. If you do not find the answers, you can contact them directly and tell them about your card issue. Payoneer support is awesome and will help you in every way they can. My experience of having been dealt with by their customer support has been discussed later in this article. You will find more about this order new card issue in that section. Fees for using Payoneer MasterCard directly in ATMs. As I promised earlier in the article, I am now describing my experience of using Payoneer MasterCard directly in the ATMs of Pakistani banks. When it was the first time that my Payoneer was full of funds, I became excited to withdraw my funds directly from my Payoneer MasterCard via ATM. I went straight to the ATM of the Muslim Commercial Bank, MCB. I inserted my Payoneer MasterCard in the ATM and entered the PIN that I remembered to the best of my memory. It was a wrong PIN. I instantly recalled that I had saved my Payoneer ATM PIN on my phone, and I checked that out and dialed the right PIN. I made a transaction of 5,000 PKR, but the funds deducted from my Payoneer account were 5,900 PKR. Why did they deduct 900 PKR for a single transaction? Let me explain that below. Whenever you make a transaction directly from any ATM all over the world that supports MasterCard, the fee associated with those direct transactions will be huge as compared to sending the funds to your local bank accounts. You may have been surprised to know this, but this is the truth. Payoneer charges a premium, the respective bank whose ATM you are using charges premium, and there are the currency conversion rates that put an extra cut to your hard-earned income. The split of the fee associated with Payoneer MasterCard explains as under. There are 4 kinds of withdrawal charges. These charges are only in the case of withdrawing money directly from the ATM of any bank that supports MasterCard. Payoneer's fee. This fee is especially imposed on withdrawing funds directly through the ATMs. Currency conversion rates. For example, you had funds available in your Payoneer account in US dollars. When you withdraw the amount from the ATM of any bank, you will not necessarily get the amount in dollars. I also had a few $100s in my Payoneer account when I first went to withdraw some funds at my local ATM. I got the cash in Pakistani rupees. These currency conversion rates are often cruel, especially when it comes to withdrawing funds from your local ATM directly via your Payoneer MasterCard. Charges imposed by the relevant bank whose ATM you are using to withdraw the funds. These charges imposed by the parent bank have nothing to do with Payoneer. They have their own rules and regulations, and you can just abide by them. When I went to withdraw my first payment through an ATM of Muslim Commercial Bank, the slip showed me the service charges of Rs. 800 PKR. The normal fee imposed by the ATM or the parent bank is Rs. 18 PKR. So, this difference of around Rs. 782 PKR per transaction axed my heart, and I decided never to use the option of withdrawing funds directly from the local ATM. These charges may be different from different ATMs and banks. But one thing is for sure. Payoneer does not have any knowledge or understanding with the banks regarding how much they will charge per transaction. So, you have to be ready for the surprise charges if you have decided to go for the transaction with Payoneer MasterCard via local ATM. Fine of $1 imposed by Payoneer every time you provide the wrong PIN in the ATM. This is also absurd and cruel. Even though the ATM gives us the 3 chances of trying the wrong pins, Payoneer does not allow us to give a single chance. I had forgotten and mistyped the PIN only once. Payoneer imposed a fine of $1, and I had to bear it for the sake of learning a new lesson. By the way, I got this refunded too, and I will discuss this while explaining about Payoneer's customer support. Is Payoneer safe and legit to use? Payoneer is a safe and secure online payment processor. You don't have to worry about the legal aspects as it is a fully safe and legit platform to send and receive payments from any part of the world. You just have to read out carefully its terms and conditions so that you can come to know what objectives are considered illegal by this platform. Do read this before opening an account on Payoneer. Now that you know that about the brief of Payoneer, I would still advise you not to rush for opening an account on Payoneer. Stop for a while and read this information if you care for earning some free cash from this platform. Just like most of the financial and other online services, Payoneer has an affiliate program too. What is an affiliate program, and why should you bother it? Let's check out. I will start that in simple words here. You just need to know that if you open up a Payoneer account from a special link that is shared by someone else to refer you to this platform, you will get $25 from Payoneer free of cost. Not just you, the one who has referred you to this platform will also have free $25 from Payoneer. So, you can grab around $50 just by opening an account on Payoneer if the one who has referred you is your buddy or a closed one. There is no harm in joining Payoneer from an affiliate link, and I would suggest you do that. Even if you do not have anyone in your circle who can share an affiliate link to you, you can still grab your share of $25. You can search for affiliate links on social media platforms. You will find affiliate links in the description of the YouTube videos that promote Payoneer or the ones that explain some of the problems related to Payoneer. They make these videos and blogs for a purpose. And one of the objectives is to grab a free bite of $25. You can also find affiliate links in the Facebook pages that have to discuss online money transfer platforms. Just ask anyone for the affiliate link of Payoneer and everyone will be happy to share it with you. You click that link and reach Payoneer's homepage. And make an account for yourself and voila! You earn $25 in no time. How to open an account on Payoneer. Now we have reached one of the most important parts of this article. For your convenience, I have divided the process into simple steps. Be sure to follow them to avoid any inconvenience. The steps are below. Step 1. To open an account on Payoneer, you have to log on to https://www.payoneer.com/. Once you are on their homepage, click Register. Step 2. A window will open up and will ask you what you want with the Payoneer. You don't necessarily have to write anything, and will just have to select from the options in the drop-down buttons. It asks whether you are running a business, or you are just a freelancer. Whatever you want with the Payoneer, I would recommend going for stating the same honestly here. The information asked in this section does not really matter. Just get over with it by stating what you want with Payoneer. It may help you find better support from Payoneer once you need to expand your business or services in the future. Step 3. In the next window, just click the Register button without wasting time to proceed further. You may want to read what is already checked there in the list on your behalf. If you have any doubts, you can clarify them with Payoneer support. Step 4. This window will ask a bit of information regarding yourself. I would suggest here to be truthful as there will be stages later when you would have to verify your accounts with Payoneer. If something is not stated correctly and does not match with your credentials already provided above, you can face some problems. The first option will ask you to choose if you are an individual or a company. This article mainly focuses on individuals. So we will go with the individual perspective in the remaining article. As I mentioned before, be sure to give the correct information here, as you will have to verify your information later in order to send or receive money in the future. You will have to share your credentials with Payoneer like government-issued ID/driver's license and your banking information, etc. A common question that I keep getting from the newbies is, what do I have to write in the first name and last name if I have a bigger full name? For example, the real name of the famous Hollywood star Tom Cruise is Thomas Cruise Mipither. What would he write in the first name and the last name while opening up an account on Payoneer? He would write Thomas Cruise in the first name and Mipither in the last name. Just continue by providing your correct and running email address and correct date of birth that is there on your government-issued ID and the driver's license. After that, click Next. Step 5. The next window will open up. You will have to fill up the information with the correct details. All of it is pretty simple. You can put the address, zip code, and your mobile number. They will verify your mobile number by sending the code, and you will have to write that code in the last box of this window. This authentication will legalize the matter and will keep it smooth throughout the years. If any of your information does not authenticate in future, you may face some problems in rectifying them. Step 6. The following information is a bit critical. I would highly advise you to memorize the information regarding your password etc. strictly. Also, you need to select the security question that is very easy to answer for you at any stage of your life. When I initially signed up for my Payoneer account, I chose Beyoncé as my favorite singer for my security question. But by the time I had to use my security question to access my Payoneer account, I had forgotten what favorite singer I had chosen before. That is because a few more singers had added up to my favorite list. So once again, choose the security questions that are true and do not have a chance to change with time. Another tip here would be to choose only single names as your answers. I am suggesting this because you might even forget what you wrote as the answer to your secret question of the name of your eldest sibling. Did you write his first name? Or was it the last name? So, always write what you call a person generally in your daily routine. Step 7. This is what I call it an exciting step, because you will have to provide your banking information here with a dream in the mind of getting thousands of dollars via Payoneer. Also made a little mistake here. I attached one of my bank accounts which I, later on, wanted to change. And I would advise you to check such kind of detail prior to applying for the Payoneer account. You can very well change your bank account details later on also, but why take an extra hassle when you have got the chance to avoid it right in the start? Let me explain that from my example. If you are from a Muslim country like Pakistan, and you are also a practicing Muslim, you may have some issues with the savings accounts. This is just an example. I had signed up for a Payoneer account and gave my banking information to United Bank Limited, which was a savings account. I did not realize what type of bank account I had at the start. It got attached to Payoneer, and I started receiving money directly to my UBL bank account. Later on, I realized that my UBL account is a savings account, and I was only comfortable with the current account. So, I had to take an extra hassle of attaching or changing my banking information in Payoneer. So, after you click the submit button, you will be largely done with having an account on Payoneer. Later on, you would need to access your account and know about the processes with Payoneer options via a website and mobile application. How to deposit money in Payoneer. There are different ways of getting money in your Payoneer account. You can log into your account and go to the section of Pay and Receive on the Payoneer's dashboard. It will look like the following. You can select a payment provider if it is already in your Payoneer account. You can add a payer by entering his details or Payoneer ID in the sections asked later by Payoneer. The payment provider will get a notification via their Payoneer account and in their email as well. The payment provider will then allow the payment to be processed or can decline also. This process of depositing money in your Payoneer account is the same in countries, including Pakistan, Bangladesh, US, and Nigeria. How is Payoneer support? Payoneer has great customer care services. With the US toll-free number 1-800-251-2521, an international contact number 1-646-658-3695, and a live chat option, Payoneer takes the lead in providing excellent customer care services. It also has an email support option that works from Monday to Friday. I had two experiences up till now when I had to contact Payoneer support. One is for renewing my Payoneer MasterCard and the second one is when I got excessively charged for withdrawing funds from the local ATM directly. I got sufficient support, and I would say timely support too. I did not feel left out or confused. Have used their email support both times. Fortunately, I have been able to find the reply of their customer care representative when I was unable to see the option of ordering my new Payoneer card, because it had expired long ago, and I was also not able to see the option of withdraw funds to my local bank. I contacted their support team for help. Also would mention here that it took a bit of time for me to explore the right option for contacting them, as they keep on giving the option to find your answer from the Payoneer help community known as Cuts Help, payoneercutshelp.com, and was finally able to send them an email regarding my issues of not being able to see the options of ordering my new card and withdrawing funds on the USD section. One of their customer care representatives replied to me promptly within 24 hours, and I instantly felt protected. As you can see, they did care about me, and they also apologized for the late reply. Although I took their reply as a prompt one, so he asked for my address in the email and sent my card. When I received the Payoneer MasterCard and activated it, everything was under my control again. I had an even better experience with their customer care support when I was overcharged with my own mistake of giving a wrong PIN at the ATM while trying to withdraw funds from the local ATM. As I told above, they deducted $1 for my mistake. I again contacted them for waiving off this amount. They were generous enough to waive off this fine, which was my own mistake. So, all in all, Payoneer customer support is one of the best according to my own experiences, and the financial services are concerned. They give value to their customers and keep on trying to facilitate them as much as they can. That is all a customer needs from the company. Currencies supported by Payoneer. As far as the Payoneer MasterCard is concerned, Payoneer supports the card in the following three currencies. 1. Euro. 2. Great Britain Pound, GBP. 3. United States Dollar, USD. You can order their cards as well as send and receive payments directly within these currencies without being involved in any kind of currency conversions. Apart from that, Payoneer supports the following currencies as well. 4. Canadian Dollar, CAD. 5. Australian Dollar, AUD. 6. Japanese Yen, JPY, and 7. Chinese Yuan Renminbi, CNH. Payoneer also offers the currencies conversions to Czech koruna, CZK, Poland zloty, PLN, Russian ruble, RUB, and Vietnamese dong, VND. But these are not the mainstream currencies supported by Payoneer. They only offer conversions to these currencies for the purpose of paying taxes. What are the Payoneer funds transfer charges? You cannot get the exact amount that was transferred to you from any client. There are charges involved with Payoneer transfers. The details of these charges are as follows. Local bank transfer charges. If you want to transfer funds from Payoneer to your local bank, the charges will be $2.99 per transfer. So, you have to be careful while making withdrawals to your local bank. Let me explain that with an example. If you have $300 in your Payoneer account and you will have to transfer it to your local bank one day or the other, then a wise option would be to transfer the full amount, that is $300, at once. In that way, it will cost you a whole of $2.99. On the other hand, if you transfer this amount in batches, $100 for 3 times, for example, you will have to bear $2.99 charges 3 times. So, What would be wise? A single deduction of $2.99 or $8.97? The choice is yours. USD Swift Transfer Charges. The charges for USD Swift transfer will be $15 per transaction. Maximum limit of Payoneer charges. The maximum limit of Payoneer charges is $4 or 1% of the total amount transferred in your account for USD and Euro transfers. If the 1% amount of the transaction exceeds $4, then the charges won't exceed $10 per transaction. These are the current practices of Payoneer and need to stay in place for a longer period, as such kinds of rules do not change so frequently. So these are the general Payoneer fees for receiving money in your Payoneer account and your local bank account. I have explained this so that you do not get surprised by the deductions they make, as I was surprised when I did not know much about how Payoneer works. How much time does it take to get the funds deposited in your Payoneer account? Once the amount is into your Payoneer account from your employer, buyer, or anyone out of your circle, it is not deposited into your Payoneer account overnight. It takes around 4 to 8 days for the funds to be in your Payoneer account so that you can utilize them. However, you are surely notified by the Payoneer via email that the employer has approved your payment. You get another notification telling you that your funds are on TH.
Deal TV. Learn and earn.